Okay, this is the electric meter, main disconnect, and load center video. Here's the meter on the west side of the garage. Power comes in below ground. We've got a grounding rod over here that is properly buried. The meter box and the disconnect box have been sealed. So that's good. All this is good. This is the main disconnect. It's 225 amps. And this is L1 and L2 coming in here, and then see that little box covering it. That's all that's required. So we don't have one down here. So some home inspectors will get a little excited here in a little bit. I'm about to explain why. This is the main disconnect, 225 on the west exterior. Have a little screw in there. I guess I could put it in right. I guess that'd be better. Always works better if you got an emergency. You don't have to take the dead front off. Okay. So we're missing these screws coming along inside the garage west wall. This is the bonding location and the second ground. UF, that's for UFER, right in there. And this guy didn't have a second screw. He didn't. These guys had some weird screws that were holding them in place. I knew I was going to find more problems than I did. I can't put the weird screws back. I have no idea why somebody would put some anti-tamper type screws in there, but they did. Okay, this is not the main panel. The main disconnect is on the other side of the wall. So this is a second panel and a third panel. And it's nice that they wrapped this ground with white, but it wasn't required at that point. And L1 and L2, I was about to write them up, not required. It's already on the other panel. So, what do we got? Well, in the first panel, the right one, the north one, we got wood shavings inside the panel. And the main bonding location, even though it's right there, is not labeled. Somebody decided that. And the cables are touching the cabinet cover. The second cabinet, what do we got? It was screwed in place. Both the cabinets were screwed in place instead of nailed. Okay? If this structure was to experience a tornado, for example, and your garage gets blown up, you already got a bad day. I get that. It's already gone to pot. But nails have much more shear strength. If the cabinet had been nailed in place, then it'd have a better chance of staying attached to a wall or a part of a wall, and the cabinet itself isn't flopping around on the floor making sparks. The first responder has to step over to get in, to come in and try to, rescue people. That kind of thing. I know it's not going to happen. I know the odds are, in most people's favor, usually. But that's why the screws in the, okay? So both cabinets are screwed in. This cabinet has wood shavings in it. This cabinet, the wires are touching the cabinet cover. Sure, there's more to it, isn't there? Yeah, there's more to it, but not much. We're going pretty good. This is called handwriting. This is supposed to be printed. See where it says danger and warning? That's printing. See where it says square D? That's printing. Underwriter's laboratory? That's printing. These are handwritten. Both of these are handwritten. So we learned that both of our cabinets are handwritten. We know that we can use a couple extra screws. We know our bonding location is not labeled. We know some wires are touching the cover. We know we got some wood shavings, and both cabinets are screwed in.